Welcome everyone to the Western Downs Regional Business Summit for 2023. Really thank you for your attendance today, and I'm sure you'll take some great value out of the day. I'd just like to kick off with a welcome to country for the land on which we meet today, which is Barungum land, and acknowledge elders past, present and emerging. And introduce myself. My name's Nick King. I'm the current president of the CCCI. We'll talk a little bit more about the CCCI as we get into it. Today's event wouldn't be possible without the sponsors that come together to make this happen. CCCI Envision is our major sponsor and do a power of work for this event every year. Also on board we've got Origin APLNG, Queensland Small Business Month have provided support to host this, and Shell QGC. Work with me here, I've got a couple of pages of writing instructions. Matt and your team at Envision, this is a significant investment that you guys make into supporting business in the community, and it's very much appreciated, the time that you put into this, and we can see by the room today the commitment that you show by having your staff here. CCCI board members, many of whom are in the room today. Matty Burke is the secretary, Ray Hicks is here, Robin's the manager, Bev from the team's here today also. Apologies from those that couldn't make it, Gerard, Lou. The RSL, once again, fantastic venue. It's functional for what we do today, and I think it's part of the success in that we've got the capacity here to run the different sessions. So I hope everyone appreciates what the RSL does for us. It's a great organisation that does a lot of support in the town, and it's a not-for-profit. We need to remember that. This event, I think we missed one during COVID. I think this is my fourth in succession, and it's compulsory on my calendar yearly, and there's a reason. It's because I need it. In business and in life, it comes over you like a wave. And some days you just sit there and go, where's the clarity? And attending things like this, and particularly what Janine was talking about in the session before with the presentation, three things I took away. There's habits. They're very hard to stick with. Self-care is something that gets lost in the daily grind of life and business. And probably screen time. Shane and Cookie, I've seen those presentations before, and I'll tell you, the amount of discussion outside on Shane's presentation, that doesn't cease to amaze. It's relevant, and so often in risk management in your business, you spend so much time looking outwards to what other people are doing and what they need to do, instead of looking inwards at what you do in your own personal life, indeed, particularly with your children. So we're off to a great start today, and there's some more fantastic sessions to come. On life and getting your stuff together, I noticed in the pack there's some information there from Envision and Matt about the Wealth Builder program. We've been involved in that, Melissa and myself personally, and we've taken away a lot there. It's only when you sit back and have a look at your goals, and everyone wants to probably, well, mine are, I want to retire, want to have a healthy life, enjoy my family down the track. But getting from point A to point B can be a bit of a journey. I can recommend that service, particularly some of the additional stuff we've done around the deed vault with getting your affairs in order. But one of my enduring fears is leaving this world and not having things in place for my family. It's a really good program to pause and reflect on. And the other one is the CBAB, the Chinchilla Business Advisory Board. I think, Matt, was it Petrus that was at the previous CBAB? Yeah. Took away a great thing out of that. Make a list. Make a list at the end of the day. Walk out the door turn your brain off, knowing that you've written everything down that you need to do for the next day. You know, simple little takeaways, folks. Invest in your professional development. Attend things like this. Network, communicate, talk with other people. It just saves you so much. You know, find that spot on your brick on the front of your house that you give it a bit of a rub when you're walking in the door and leave the day behind you. Focus on your family. It's really important, I feel. I want to talk a bit about the CCCI and what we do. I don't know where the time's gone. It's 2023. We started out in 2020 developing the strategic plan, and without boring you with the details, the first sentence sort of made me reflect. Early in 2020, the CCCI sought community consultation to envision what the future may look like for our local community over the next 2 decades. And you go back to CCCI and what it stands for. It's Chinchilla, obviously, because that's where we are. Community, commerce and industry. And I'd like to touch base on the community aspect of it. The strategic plan was undertaken in consultation with regional council, school groups, business. It was a lot of our not-for-profits. We came up with 5 key pillars: built in natural environments, economic prosperity, social stability and equity, cultural, entertainment and recreation, and educational opportunities. So we've achieved a bit to date, and it's nice to see some of the things that we've worked towards and advocated for coming to fruition. I'll touch base on some of the stuff that Robin's picked out here. We've had success with the education sector, and TAFE delivering E&I training in town now. We've, through a grant with QGC, we've undertaken a feasibility study for a STEM centre locally. I know Robin's currently engaged with the university sector to see how we can help and participate in bringing more of that to town. Touching on the events, Community Sign-On Day, that's a great day for families, and that brings together all the not-for-profits, facilitates that relationship between the sporting community and families to make it easy to engage. President's Cup Golf Day, that's a good day. One of the shining lights is the Best Group. That achieves a fantastic result in that education sector, bringing employers and schools together. And it's just going from strength to strength. Careers Expo, the Ignite Your Future Careers Tour in 2022. So that you know, bringing things like this together, you got to realise that CCCI is a not-for-profit. We're fantastically supported from Western Downs Regional Council. We've got some significant grant support over the next 3 years from Origin, APLNG. But what Robin and Bev do to coordinate and facilitate all of this it's a power of work, and there's a lot of other assistance that goes into it. And I did see on LinkedIn this morning, congrats Robin, 7 years anniversary of CCCI today, wherever you are. Where are you? The Year Ahead Breakfast, it's a good event. One long table's sensational. This year's event's Saturday, 3rd of September. If you'd like to join the community committee to help with planning, the next meeting's 29th of May. See Bev. And the Christmas party. And it's funny how that one worked out because of COVID. You know, council had carols, we had the Christmas party, and then all of a sudden we got put in a position where we combined them, and I think it's a fantastic event now. Touch on community. I don't want to stand here talking to you all. I want to get a bit of crowd involvement. Over the years, you attend events like this. We go to CCCI events, and there's a few things I've sort of taken away, and you sort of look at how a community works. And CCCI is a community organisation, and I was at an event in Toowoomba probably 12 months ago, and the irony of it came up that the Outback Spectacular in Queensland is at the Gold Coast. I don't know. And there was a question raised at the event. I think one of the Wagners was presenting, and it was asked, where's the support going to come from for regional areas for our growth and development? Do you think it's going to be government, or does it have to be the private sector that does it? And you know, I asked for a show of hands amongst the room to see where do you think the support and development's going to come from to keep our community moving forward, to make this a great place to live? Is it the feds? Is it state? Is it local council? Is it none of the above, or all of the above? So I don't know. Who thinks the feds? State? Local council? Yeah? All of the above? What about none of the above? The support that's going to be required to move our community forward is in this room. And it's what we do, I feel, in our daily actions, our daily interactions, where we shop, what we support, what we do over and above. And I see the results in this room. There's so many people here involved outside of their core business in not-for-profit sector and sporting organisations. They're the things that make the difference, I feel, that provide the motivation to get a cohesive community to work forward and advocate for the services and products we need delivered in our regions to succeed. And thank you. Support of an event like this today is key to that, because if we can have all the events we want, but if no one turns up, nothing's going to change.